Welcome back, people. You're on to Wake Up Nigeria. Now, quickly, let's move on to parenting. Today, we have Mofolusha Deshonaike to discuss safety tips for school kids during the pandemic. Now, school has returned.
Yes.
Kids are back in school. There's a new set of worry for parents and caregivers. Quickly, tell us, how do we protect our kids during this pandemic at school?
Okay, so first of all, ensure that they are masked.
Okay.
Load up on vitamin C's. For me, vitamin C's, and also another thing I do is I do lemon water with honey every morning, just to make sure that their immune system is up. Then also get them into the habit of washing their hands regularly. Get them, these pocket sanitizers to put in their bags. And, just make them aware of the fact that, we're in a pandemic so that they don't lose guard. Children, they like to play around and all of that. There's little that the teachers can do.
Little? Okay.
Well,
go ahead, please. Go ahead.
They have to be aware,
the
children themselves, so that they would cooperate with whatever rules are in place. And also discuss with the school, too, to make sure that there are safety measures in place. The teachers have to be masked as well. And just no touching and all of that. To an extent. I know it's difficult, especially for the toddlers who like to be running around and doing all of those things. So take them to wash their hands. Like in my toddler school, what they do is they take them to wash their hands periodically. So after we've, different breaks for washing your hands, and then you go back, and it's becoming part of them. And of course, cover them in the blood of Jesus.
Wow, she said cover them in the blood of Jesus. Well, she went there. I guess there's also a spiritual angle to it.
There is.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying. There's a role of the parents.
Yes.
Now, there's also the role of the school.
Yes.
There's a role of the teachers. There's a role of the principals.
Yes.
In the case where the school is not coming through, as a parent, what do you do? Because it's your child. If they fall sick, it's your responsibility. You have to ensure their safety at an optimum level. So how do you enforce some of these, tips even while they're at school?
So that's why, I'm part of the PTA.
Okay.
We are constantly in touch with the school
system.
The school management to say, okay, so what are the measures you've put in place? They have to convince us. So as much as, I know that some people who have 9 to 5s, or as it were in Nigeria, 6:30 to 8 p.m. may not have time. But before your children resume, you have to have, at least be part of those meetings with the school management to be sure that they have put measures in place and they are enforcing them. Because some teachers maybe get carried away. If they say, okay, you should be masked when you're taking it, they forget and they turn this mask to chin. Chin mask. So are there consequences for that? Are there like punitive measures for teachers who fail to comply with these rules and things like that? So discuss with your school management to make sure that these measures are in place and that they are being enforced, not just on paper.
Sure. Now, let's talk about the need for vaccination, because you cannot overemphasize that. So right now, kids can't get vaccinated, but the teachers get a chance to. So do we also try to enforce that? Because, we're looking at kids here and their safety.
Okay, so this is tricky because we have so much conspiracy around.
Theories.
Yes,
true.
I'm vaccinated. I made sure that all the staff in my house and everything, and those who work with me are vaccinated. We had discussions, and I said, look, you need to, just try to get them to see why. We are not just protecting ourselves, we're protecting other people as well.
Exactly.
And I know that some organizations too are insisting that their staff get vaccinated before you can get back to work. But of course, there are still people who are so vehemently against the vaccine. So I think it's just about pushing, educating and making people see the reason for the vaccination. I would not, I know some people are saying, okay, no, you can't work here. They're trying to enforce some things. Okay, you can't go into public spaces if you're not vaccinated. I think we're going to get to that point where, okay, you can't work here if you're not vaccinated. Right? But right now, we're still at that stage where we're trying to push awareness, educate, and make people see the need to
be vaccinated. All right. Thank you so much, Mofolusha. So before we quickly wrap this up, now let's, break down these steps for parents watching right now and, are still in a okay, so kids are going back to school. I'm not exactly sure what to do, how to protect them, how to keep them safe. I can't watch them at school. Now, let's break down what they need, the things that they need, to, prepare themselves.
To prepare themselves.
Exactly.
So on the parent side, make sure that you put things in place to boost your children's immunity. Load up on vitamin C's. You can do lemon water and honey, whatever it is. Make sure they understand the importance of keeping their hands washed and keeping their masks on. Meet with the school management to discuss what measures are in place. So concerning vaccination, are the teachers vaccination? Are they vaccinated? Has it been enforced? Is it this? Are they going to be always masked?
Wearing their
yes.
masks.
There's something else they have done in most schools. Parents cannot come into the school, into the classrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So
yeah.
you drop off there's a drop-off point.
Points.
They take the students there, and so that there's not too much interaction between people and the children. So just make sure that these things are in place and that they're being enforced. And, yeah, like I said, pray.
You cannot emphasize the role of prayer in all of this.
I cannot.
Okay. So in this case, I know that you're coming from, the parenting angle, not, from a health perspective.
Yes.
Yeah, but because people really need to take note of this. Thank you so much, Mofolashade. This has been a very impacting segment. Now it is time for us to feed you.